Renaldo Gaines. Start by telling us who you are.
Renaldo Gaines from District Heights, Maryland. Fight 130 pounds, junior lightweight.
Okay. What made you want to get into boxing of all sports?
First, my father, he really got me in it, but he took my brother, who now 23 years old, we took him to the gym, and I was 6 years old. He was taking him in the gym, and I just started going with him. He was bringing me with him, and I liked it, and I just stayed with it.
Okay. And if you could let us all know, at what age was that?
It was at 6 years old. I started going in there at 6 years old, trained a little while, and I actually had my first fight at 7. And I had to use my it was real funny. I had to use my brother's passbook to fight because I was too young, and the passbook said I was 8 years old, and I was really 6 years old, was 7 years old, and that's how. And I actually won that fight and got an outstanding trophy.
Okay. What tournament was that in, by the way? Do you remember?
Nah, I don't really remember. I don't think it was a tournament. I just think it was like a regular little local fight. And it was actually good. I was so excited and shy. I did push-ups right after the fight in the middle of the ring.
Question: were you involved in any other sports aside from boxing?
Nah, I tried basketball for my elementary school. I wasn't good at it. I was never athletic far as doing different sports. I always did boxing. And boxing is something that I always wanted to do. Once I first stepped my foot in that door, I said I gotta stay with this sport. I loved it and I like to fight. So that's just something that, you know what I'm saying, I love to do.
Boxers are revered as very athletic individuals. Some people say that the training a boxer utilizes throughout his lifetime, impromptu fight, is some of the hardest training that any athlete goes through. None of those skills promoted you playing in any other sports? Basketball, football, baseball? No,
because honestly, it is one of the hardest sports to do. Where you getting hit, you gotta train 24/7 in order to be the best. And I always said I want to be the best. I want to be a champion. So, as far as that it's hard work. It's hard work. It's dedication, and that's what it takes to get to that next level.
How did you incorporate boxing into your everyday routine?
Well, it's boxing is basically I do this every day, 24/7. And I don't work. This right here is my job. Getting up, going to the gym, train, eat the right thing, and come home, lay down, go right back and do the same thing. Because with this sport right here, this is dangerous. You gotta stay in shape 24/7. You can fight somebody who you think you can just walk over, and they can beat you off, them being in better shape than you.
Right.
So you gotta stay in shape 24/7 with this. So you can't get no break. This is all year round. This how I gotta live.